All right, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. So today, what are we working on? Well, we're back with Project Mongoose, and like I promised you guys last week, we're working on the wheels again. We're finishing these suckers up so the wheels are done and we can get to actually working on the frame and spoiler components. What are we doing with the wheels today? Last time, if you haven't seen that video, we talked about adjusting the hubs, making sure your hub bearings are on point and that wheel spins perfectly and beautifully. Now this week, we're working on truing the wheels because it's a Walmart bike and it probably has never been trued in its entire life. So what does truing a wheel mean? Well, before we get into that, if you are new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button, and if it is red, that means you're not subscribed, so you're missing all my great videos. So make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button. If you already are subscribed, there's a little bell icon next to that. Make sure you hit that little bell, that way you get notified every time I upload. That way you're not missing any great content here. So, into this, what is truing a wheel? What does that even mean? Well, truing a wheel is essentially making sure that your wheel, as it spins around, is going in just one single plane. So it is perfectly straight, just like this. It's not going like this as it goes around. It's not hitting your brakes every time. So why is that important? Well, first things first, one of the big things is if your wheel is not in true, most of the time your wheel is kind of loose. So if you're riding on, off-road or even on the road, and you take a turn, and it's possible your wheel come a little bit looser, bend and not stay its total circular shape, therefore giving you problems with your handling. Other important thing is, with this bike, this one has rim brakes on there, so V-brakes. So if you have V-brakes, cantilever brakes, or a clamp style brake like a road bike or an like my old Sears bike here, this is going to be pretty important for your braking and for your sanity. Because if your wheel is not in true, your brakes are adjusted properly, guess what's going to happen? Your wheel is going to hit that brake every time around, and it's going to drive you nuts. End of story. It's going to drive you insane. So those are probably the two biggest benefits of learning how to true your wheels. So what do you need to true your wheel? Well, realistically, you need a wheel, obviously. You need a wheel that needs to be true, that's not perfectly straight. Other things you're going to need some spoke wrenches. So spoke wrenches, there are a couple different options here I'm going to go over. First one is kind of this little circular, I don't know what you call it, circular little disc kind of thing. If you're into cars, it looks like a spark plug measurer. But it looks like that, and it has multiple different sizes on there for fitting multiple different size spokes, or spoke nipples as they're called. I don't know if I can say that without getting demonetized, but spoke nipples is what they're called. So it's made to fit multiple different sizes there. Benefit of that, well, it's all in one unit. You don't need to get multiple different spoke wrenches. You can do it all with that one unit. Downfall of that, I really don't like it. I don't think it fits very well. At least the one I got, I don't think it fits very well onto spokes. I feel like it rounds off your spokes instead of actually adjusting them. So that's kind of downfall there. You gotta be careful which one you get. The other option you have, these are from Park Tool. They actually sell separate spoke wrenches here with different sizes. Now I have the three most common. I have the black, red, and the green. Those are different sizes that they sell, pretty much for different size spokes. What's the benefit for this? Well, the Park Tool are made for bikes, by people who like bikes. So therefore they are gonna work every time. Your downfall, they are a little bit more than getting the universal one, but you're getting a lot more bang for the buck, end of story. Buy the separate spoke wrenches, don't get a combo, don't do it. So that's another thing you're gonna need there. And then for actually truing the wheel, you can have a professional truing stand, which you'll see at like a bike shop. It's kind of the big thing with the prongs sticking up you see on their workbenches sometimes. You can have one of those. I have this here. This is actually a kind of an add-on for a Park Tool rack that essentially makes your Park Tool rack into a truing stand. So you can true your wheels while working on your bike. Kind of a neat little thing. I'll post a link to this in the description. That's the one I use. And then, of course, you could always use your bicycle itself. You can kind of cheat, you can use zip ties or all sorts of weird stuff to make it work. So those are essentially the things you're gonna need in order to start truing your wheels. So I'm gonna bring you guys right over here to this wheel here on my bike stand, on my truing stand, and I'll get started with explaining a little bit more on what you're gonna be doing to true your wheels. So I got you guys over here at my truing stand. So for my truing stand, pretty simple thing. All it's gonna do right up here above the camera is pretty much a bracket that comes down, holds the wheel in place. Pretty much this is the bolt on axles. Pretty much I just bolted one side onto that mount there. So it holds it right in place. Down here, this is pretty much your pointer that's gonna tell you how true your wheel is. And as you can tell, I nicely pointed it blue just for you guys so you can actually see it on camera. Normally it's just black. So it's blue, so you can see it on camera a little bit better. So pretty much what we're gonna do is this pointer here is way too tight. But we're gonna put that as close to the wheel as you can, and we're gonna spin the wheel just like so. It's pretty close. And then what we're gonna do, which as you guys can see, as you guys can probably hear, it makes some weird sounds right there. And so essentially what we're gonna go ahead and do is pretty much right there. As you can tell, the wheel needs to move that way, just a hair. So you can kind of feel our spot there. So right there. So this one, we're actually gonna loosen. So generally that's gonna be turning it to the right is gonna be loosening it. And then around here, we're going to give it a little bit of a pull to the other side. And you want to do it in really small increments. Especially if you're fine tuning it just like this, you want to do it like eighth of a turn, quarter turn at the very most. Because you really don't want to move it too much at the same time. If you move it too much, it's possible you're going to break a spoke. And if you got these reflectors, just move them up out of the way. They're going to get in the way. Just trust me. All right, so let's see. So we got something going on right here. That's solid. There we go. All right, so pretty much you just keep doing that until your wheel, until you get as close as you can. So right now it's pretty dang close. And you don't hear any of that weird scratching or whatever kind of noise you want to call it. Dead sea lion noises. So do that until you're good there, and then you're done with the wheel. You can check the other side if you want to. Generally, if you get this side true, this side's going to be true as well. Generally, I mean, you can flip it over if you really want to. I'm going to go with that side's good, because this side actually is pretty solid right now. I don't see any big bumps going out to this side or anything like that. So it's pretty nice and even there. So before you get off, make sure if you have one of these reflectors, you can just break it off, because who needs them? Oh, yeah. Remember, I just make this up on the spot, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Just break reflectors. It looks cooler without it anyways. So you do that pretty much. So got the front wheel all done. We're going to grab the rear wheel, and we'll finish up the rear wheel, make sure that one's all set, and we'll be all done. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed that video today, and you're now able to go home, true your wheels, break your reflectors off. Hopefully you learned that very well. Hopefully this helps you out a lot. Of course, there's other methods like I told you. I'll get to those in a future video, how to do it kind of the getaway with using zip ties on your bike frame. Maybe I'll even do it on a actual touring stand. Actual professional touring stand one time. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you did learn something, please let me know down below in the comment section and give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching today.